champions of the Cougars Texas Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Houston Cougars offense takes the field to start this game off. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today. And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Punts it out of the air. Works his way to the 18-yard line. Not enough for the first down. They'll be facing 4th down. That's exactly what they told us they wanted to limit. Yards after the catch, and it pays off on this play.
And especially in these situations in 3rd down when you know the ball's going to come out fast, understanding that, breaking on the football, going, making the tackle, and forcing the 4th down.
Kick is in the air. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The LSU Tigers offense will have its first possession of the game. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could turn to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go. Hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels. Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure But, man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
The give on the option. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Pushes ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's third and goal from the 1. Trying to pound it in. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Absolutely center cut. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Got a man, it's Broussard. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
On the ground, it's Connors. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Wegman. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Jet sweep to the receiver. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Cougars are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
The offense just continues to matriculate the ball downfield, and they're finding a lot of different ways to generate these first downs. They do it right there on the quarterback sneak.
The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9. Trying to pick up a first down. To throw, it's Wegman. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Durham. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another.
Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far.
LSU 3, Houston 0.
Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late, and as a result, the defense gets the INT.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first two possessions. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
LSU lining up first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Fired in from the red zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Finds his man, it's Johnson. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Takes the handoff. It's Cougars. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Quegman. The sure hands, it's Broussard. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Give to the running back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Fires to the tight end. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Tight end finds a soft spot. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Jumped on top of the pile.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. This is now a 7-point game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off the play fake on first down. He's going for the big play. Got a man in the middle. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. That's caught. It's Durham. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And he was under so much stress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. They've got the screen set up. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Now on 2nd down. To the air, it's Beckman. He lets one fly deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that DB did everything right on that deep shot. You saw the speed, you saw his ability to turn his hips, and how about getting his head around, locating the football, and then knocking it away? Couldn't have done that better.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
To the air on 1st down. Right down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Finds his man. It's Johnson. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break, You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, it's Wegman. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Cougars are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Looking to throw for it. Throws for the tight end. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Snagged in the middle, it's Sharp. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. They'll go with the quick touch pass. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far. And the standout player on the defensive side of the ball has been that boogeyman back there at safety. They try to run it, he's filling the holes. They try to throw it, he's either picking them off or trying to take dudes' heads off. Good luck making adjustments. And on that note, time to throw it back to our guys at the stadium.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Get it out to the super side guy. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Hauls it in down the sideline. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got him downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
And because the receiver was able to drive back to the QB on that curl route against man coverage, he was able to create a little bit of separation between him and the defender, and that was a big key in getting that first down.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And after getting it right on the edge, they'll try to punch it in on third down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown LSU!
And how about make no mistake about it? Line up, bring in the big boys. You know, you probably have a good idea of what I'm trying to accomplish. Fourth down situation, and the offense comes through playing with a little physicality, a little muscle.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Dropping back, it's Wegman. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Houston will be forced to punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Thomas. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He'll pitch it. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's sharp. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking.
Got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Coming out with it, it's Butler. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looking downfield, it's Wegman. Grabbed in the middle, it's Connors. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Houston sends the punt team onto the field. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Brown. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a 1st down. He came up a little short.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Leaves it with the running back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the 1st down.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Anderson. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Back to pass. Lets it fly. Give him 6. Touchdown LSU. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And some room to work. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
This This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Looking for space, it's Connors. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Wants to throw. It's Wegman. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
From the gun, running back on the move. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Give to the running back. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Looking to throw, it's Wegman. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Sets up the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. He'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man by himself. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the 4th quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
With the run on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Fires to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Handoff from the shotgun. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and They will certainly need one here. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Wegman. Makes the grab. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
That's caught. It's Thomas. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.